I just want a dog, you know what that mean. Pull up to the mall, spend the money on me. Think it's time to go, I just got a gold ring. Tatted on my body, that's my own little thing. Mama don't get it, think I'm going through pain. I just want a dog, schools to the range. I'ma get it right, his or her things. I just sent a text, told a better life. This wasn't supposed to be a thing. Dedication mixed with open pain. I finessed this, so it's all the same. Who picked me up when it's shower rain? It's a shame, ain't gotta say a name. To tell the truth is why I chose fame. Then the body that control rage. Spend a lot on these bar mains. I gotta shop or be pressed out. Clear a check on the guest house. I'm living life, no regrets, now I got it from nothing. Maneuver to something, the ruler is coming. I do it, it's nothing. On the beach in the whip, same color of onion. Throw a bundle of hundreds, but they ain't part of the budget. What we even discussing? I be on the low with a boatload of tings in the polo, eating froyo. Let me know, bro, if it's a go or it's a no-no. About that dope, yo. I just want a dog, you know what that mean. Pull up to the mall, spend the money on me. Think it's time to go, I just got a gold ring. Tatted on my body, that's my own little thing. Mama don't get it, think I'm going through pain. I just want a dog, schools to the range. I'ma get it right, his or her things. I just sent a text, told a better life change. You know what that mean? Win-win, water on me.
What up, y'all? SamAnt, CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. We are live in the building. Drop this area code, hit that like button, share this video. We'll get started in a second. Let's go.
Say it, this that crunk. Say it, this that crunk. Say it, this that crunk. Sitting back, minding my beat. I just told them this is part of the biz. Disguise it with them diamonds and them cars and them diamonds again. I support them if they're part of the team. This is part of the game. Make it sting, get them out of the ring. Want it all now. Decided to think. I be running straight to the bank. With some dank in my pocket and a stank. What you think? I just want a dog. You know what that mean. Pull up to the mall, spend the money on me. Think it's time to go, I just got a gold ring. Tatted on my body, that's my own little thing. Mama don't get it, think I'm going through pain. I just want a dog, schools to the range. I'ma get it right, his or her things. I just sent a text, told a better life. Bottles and models, you know I got options. Team on the island, you know that I got it. You put a tonic, we get it poppin'. And no matter where we at, I'm living life, no regrets. Now I got it from nothing.
Got Trig The Optimus live in a few minutes. Trig The Optimus live on the beach in the whip, same color of onion. Throw a bundle of hundreds, but they ain't part of the budget. You already know the vibe. SamAnt, CEO of the brand Viral Hip Hop News. Hit that like button, share this video. Drop some area code.
It's time to go, I just got a gold ring. Tatted on my body, that's my own little thing. Mama don't get it, think I'm going through pain. I just want a dog, schools to the range. I'ma get it right, his or her things. I just sent a text, told a better life change. I just sent a text, told a better life change. I just sent a text, told a better life change.
SamAnt, CEO of the brand Viral Hip Hop News. What up, y'all? Beautiful Saturday evening. We are here live on the brand. SamAnt, CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. Got a beautiful interview coming in a few short minutes. Go ahead and hit that like button. Share this video. Go ahead and grab you a drink. Spark up. We about to get comfortable, man. But before we do, we're going to hear some more music from my brother Trig The Optimus. Let's work.
I'm in it, I can't leave the disco. I'm in it, I can't leave the disco. Get closer. Cha-cha. On another level, switch out the bezel. Thought about a nightcap that could go forever. Never been complacent, ever. Night shift like a sidekick. Let's see how red my eyes get. Party to the night and lightning.
Share this goddamn video. Hit that like button. We got Trig The Optimus coming your way very soon. Listen to the Inner Disco, his single now, video out now on the YouTube platform. We're going to get it popping. Let's go.
I
Warren, West Tennessee in the building. I see you. I see you. Hello to you, family. Appreciate you.
What happened when you focus, you compete on your own. Bad one with me, but I'm complete on my own. Watch how I rock the leather, I never block the weather. Decisive trophy from defeating the storm. I knew I was on right before I saw them numbers form. Calculations say we overdrawn. Take over, get closer.
Oh, let me unmute my mic real quick. What up, y'all? SamAnt, CEO of Viral Hip Hop News. We're here live in the building. Can't wait to get to this interview right here. I'm gonna bring my brother up right now, Trig The Optimus. We in the building. What up, man?
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, it's good to have you on the platform, man. Definitely appreciate you spending some time with us this evening, man. How you feeling, brother? It's good to see you again.
Hey, man, I'm blessed. Thanks for having me.
Nah, man, the pleasure is all mine. For the people who don't know, we got Trig The Optimus on the platform right now from Harrisburg, PA, a dope hip-hop artist. I had the pleasure of meeting this brother and fellowshipping with him and his team out in Charlotte, North Carolina at this thing called a cookout, excuse me, where it's an incredible music conference where independent minds, independent artists get together and do the damn thing, man. So I'm pleasured to have him on the platform this evening. We're going to get to know him a little bit. We're going to hear some of his music and we're going to vibe and we're going to support this brother because this is how we do here on Viral Hip Hop News, man. So for the people who don't know you, man, like I said, independent artist out of Harrisburg, PA. Brother, the floor is yours. Give a little introduction to yourself.
All right, so I go by Trig The Optimus. I'm from Harrisburg, PA. I've been doing this independent thing for about 4.5, 5 years now. I started putting some music out. Just been navigating, building out my brand, trying to create a mold for my brand that the younger generation can follow and have some positive influence. You know, I'm trying to be that for them.
Indeed, man. And I was listening to a couple of your singles you sent to me a little bit ago, maybe about earlier this week, man. And I got to listen to some of your music while we were out in Charlotte. And I really enjoy your vibe. I really enjoy the content that you're putting out and the positivity that comes with it. It's not positive but corny. It's positive, got a bop to it. It's positive and has some rhythm to it. You can get with it, but at the same time, we ain't out here killing each other and murdering each other and going on that negative vibration that we're so accustomed to hearing out here in the world today, in particular in hip hop. So tell the people, man, Harrisburg, PA, that's about 6-7 hours from where I'm at in Mount South Jersey. Talk about Harrisburg, man, growing up and how that influenced your music and what you got going on right now.
Well, growing up, man, it's the same. It's like any other city. You got the good parts, you got the bad parts. You know what I mean? You got situations that you got to be able to maneuver through. And you know, through life and through experience and seeing people, you know, get the spotlight and get put in that position to impact others, and they just, you know, keep fueling the negative stuff into the community. And I'm trying to bring something different because, you know, fortunately enough, you know, my parents were able to get me out of the city, you know, the inner city, but I still have family who live there to this day. You know, I have friends who live there to this day, and things don't change, you know. So I'm trying to just bring that good energy, that good light, spread that good positive, them good vibes, man, and spread it throughout the city for sure, and spread it globally.
Indeed. Talk about some of your influences, man, because obviously, when were you born, if you don't mind me asking?
1990.
1990. All right, so you were born in the 90s, you know what I mean, raised in the 90s and the 2000s, so you were able to see an incredible body of work in hip hop and R&B and in music in general when it comes to the culture. So talk about some of your influences, some of the people that you kind of looked up to even growing up as you began to learn hip hop and learn music as a whole.
Right. Yeah, I listened to a lot of. I studied a lot of Hove and a lot of Kanye. Those are the main two for me. Basically, Hove and Kanye, man, how they, you know what they did. They did their thing, and it was something that at that time, you know, I looked up to, um, down to, you know, the business side of it as well, you know, and how they handled themselves on that end. So that's why I'm trying to mold my business around, you know, that kind of structure. You see the positive, you see them making moves, you see them uh, hitting goals, hitting plateaus, you know, hitting different pinnacles. And like that's what I more so for the music. Like the music for me is it's all you know, mood based. Like depending on how my mood is, that's how I'm writing. But to put it all together and put the business side with the music, you know, and to have that mind and to be there, I think that comes from, you know, watching how they maneuvered their way through the game.
Indeed. Now, you said you got into it seriously about 4 or 5 years ago. What were you doing up until then? And when did the bug bite you? And when did you realize, okay, music and hip hop is something that I want to do?
Right. I always had it in me. I always had it in me from a young age, probably about 12. Around 12, I really start getting in the studio with my uncle and testing things out. And I knew I had something then, but you know, life happens. I was chasing other passions uh during the previous years before I started dropping music, you know, on platforms. I was chasing other passions and I had kids. So everything slowed down. I had to, you know, make sure they were good first. And now they're kind of at an age where, you know, they're fending for themselves. So they gotta, you know, they're gonna need things here soon that you know that you got to be doing something to be doing something, you know.
Word.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you from Harrisburg, the tri-state area. I'm from South Jersey, a small town in South Jersey, and a lot of the time, being in the entertainment industry and being from such small areas, and I don't know what kind of area you lived in, but Harrisburg ain't Philly. I'll put it that way, and South Jersey ain't Philly or New York, and we're kind of boxed into those kind of markets and things like that, to where they're so busy and so creative and so saturated that we feel like we have to kind of jump outside of our city to kind of gain some kind of success. How was it creating music and beginning to start your journey in the music business? How were you perceived in your home city? And I don't know if you were doing music in Harrisburg. I don't know if you live there now, but outside of Philadelphia, outside of New York, outside of the major market areas, how did you see your music and your brand moving in your local areas at first?
To be honest with you, man, to be honest with you, I had such a out of the box. I had my goals were so out of the box per the normal, you know, the normal things that you see around here, you know. So like the things that I envision and the things that I want to accomplish, um, I never really, I never really paid attention to that. You know, I never really paid attention to who was rocking with me, who wasn't, who was doing this, who was doing that, because I was just focused. I was focused on figuring out how I was going to get to where I wanted to get to, you know. So now looking back at it, like, yeah, there's people that rock with me that have been rocking with me from day one,
Right.
you know. And there's people who don't even know who I am, you know, but I'm just like I said, I'm not really focusing on that. I'm focusing on my message and what I'm trying to deliver to the world and what I'm trying to and how I'm trying to impact and how I'm going to make an impact.
Well, let's talk about your message, because I listened to your music various times, and like I said, I'm in a networking circle in Clubhouse where your manager, she really promotes your music very strong. Salute to her, and I'm able to hear your music and digest your music. And one thing that was really a breath of fresh air was the message itself, because it doesn't seem like you're trying to fit into a status quo. You ain't out here doing Philly drill or New York drill. You ain't out here killing this person or doing that. It's almost refreshing, even though you're about what 32, 33 years old, and you were born and raised in both situations, to where you heard some hip hop that we kind of grew up on and enjoyed, and then the different style that we see now. What made you kind of go along the lines and you that you're going? And did you ever feel the pressure of doing what's popular nowadays and doing the drill or doing the melodic shit or doing what's out here now? Did you ever feel the pressure in doing that?
Right. Yeah, of course. Like when I first started out, like when I first started releasing music, it was just like getting whatever I could out there. You know what I mean? It was just like putting something, getting in the studio, getting a record just so I can get out there and be heard. It was just, you know, whatever would come to mind. It wasn't any thought behind it, you know. There wasn't, you know, there was no effort into it, you know. And now with the approach that I took now, that through my artist development, I did artist development with Leroy Romans. He's my producer. He's out of Miami. But through artist development, he was listening to the tracks that I had prior to meeting him, and he was like, "Man, all this stuff is crazy, but you don't even need to say this or you don't need to say that because it already hits." So I took that and I let that digest a little bit, and I was like, "Yeah, you got a point." Like, and especially with what we're trying to do, like my mission statement for my brand is we can impact the universe with preparation and authenticity.
Right.
So I'm trying to show that, not only through my music but also how I'm living, by going to the gym and practicing, healthy eating habits and things of that sort. um it all translates.
You talked about artist development, and I, I'm an R&B singer myself, and I grew up in a day and age to where we seen a lot of our favorite R&B singers get signed to different labels. Any artist, they were signed to labels, and they had something called artist development. That is a thing of the past now. We don't really see that. People are looking at your social media platform. They're looking at how many subscribers or how many people you're bringing in yourself, and you're almost artist developing on the fly. Talk about how important it was for you to receive artist development from a producer that you trusted. How did you receive that information? And okay, how important was it? And how did you receive that information initially?
Oh, it was extremely important. It was extremely important. I mean, initially, like, it's like, oh man, like, because you get people in your ear, you get people in your ear all the time telling you, "Oh, well, watch out for this
Right,
and that, da da da." So,
right.
like, when people are talking to you, you're hearing all those different things while someone's trying to deliver something to you. So it's about really honing in on the conversations that you're having and understanding the conversations. Because it was, for me, it was a game changer, because not only are all my songs going to be radio ready right away, like, they're for everybody, for all age groups, and they can play it anywhere. You can play my music anywhere you're at, and it is what it is.
Now
You
that
know,
transition, because you're 100% correct on that. Your music transitions anywhere. It's very ear friendly. It's very radio friendly to where you can put it in people's hands and they can distribute it without having real hesitation because they don't have to worry about cursing. They don't have to worry about subject matter, things like that. They're good records. How difficult, or was it difficult for you to kind of transition into that mode when you originally weren't doing that?
it wasn't too difficult because, like I said, like, the preparation and the authenticity, like the authenticity part of me is, staying true to myself and staying true to, like, how I was raised, and like like the things, that the values and morals and all those things that, don't even exist anymore, really. um I still have them embedded in me, so it wasn't a difficult transition for me. Especially since, like I said, when he heard my old stuff, my original stuff, there wasn't too much swearing in it, to begin with.
Now, why do you take that stance on not swearing?
Because I think it's harder. I think it's harder to not swear, and not say the N word, because that's typical. That's what people want. That's familiar.
Right.
I think it takes a lot more effort, and I'm trying to test myself always.
Indeed. Now you're an independent artist. I see you got your brand right there. You're definitely marketing, which is smart. Trig The Optimus.
Yes,
Let the
sir.
people know where they can buy all that stuff and good at the end of the interview, because I'm definitely trying to grab you some
Oh
flow
yeah,
your way. You know what I mean?
yeah. My site is at Trig The Optimist, www.trigtheoptimist.com. Keep it simple.
Indeed. Natalie, I see you in the chat, love. If you can go ahead and throw that website in there so I can put it up so people can grab that, that'd be dope. So look, independent, right? Talk about the struggles and the journey of being independent, because what people don't realize is when they get these grand deals, they get in these advances to where they're able to get studio time without necessarily having to pay for it. They can get these outlets and these different various interviews and promotional spots without having to pay for it necessarily up front, not realizing that it's all going to be recouped in the back end. And if you don't make them their money plus some, you don't really make anything at all. Talk about how it's been investing in yourself, going the independent journey, and do you see yourself ever kind of going along the lines of trying to find a label deal?
Yeah. man, I wouldn't change any part of the independent process. I definitely learned a lot. I mean, I had deals in my face that most people would have took in a heartbeat, and it just, I'm a patient person, I'm very patient, and everything with me right now is calculated. So um it wasn't too hard for me to stay focused on what I'm trying to accomplish, and with that being generational wealth, you know that a label deal, you know makes that difficult. um in some aspects. I mean, there's distribution deals you can get into. I'm not like, which I'm not opposed to.
Right.
I've been talking with a couple people about different things, but I'm not opposed to that. But in terms of like a label telling me like, this is what you're going to do, this is this, I like, no, I had people on my team who were, in the business for a long time, and I'm no longer working with them. But it almost felt like I was with a label, then.
Right.
So I kind of got a little taste of it, and it was like, okay, well, here's your example, and now what you do with that is up to you. So here we are.
Was that the learning lesson in not signing some of those contracts? Because I was, like I said, I'm an artist as well, and I got contracts thrown in my face, and unfortunately, I signed them contracts because I was starving. I wanted this to get in the game, and I kind of was like, okay, you know what? I don't care what this contract says. I can outwork this contract. I can do, my talent can outwork any bullshit that was in this paperwork. And I found out the hard way that that was not the case at all. But the pressure of wanting to be famous, the pressure of wanting to do what I loved, kind of forced me or persuaded me into doing something without taking the time. So I appreciate you saying that you're patient and you took the time. You had things thrown in your face, but you kind of, you know what I mean, let them go for better options. How hard was that, and how important was that to realize, or did did your prior situation dealing with the people you were dealing with, kind of being in a label, kind of help you say, nah, you know what, I don't need to mess with this shit, I don't need to mess with that, let me find what's right for me, and if it's not right for me, I'm not going to do it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, we're all starving out here, till you're not starving no more. So like, I'm
Word.
still starving, I'm still hungry, so like, it's it's just about, sticking to sticking to your gut, sticking to your dream, sticking to your vision, what you see, and if things start to alter that vision, then you got to be willing to, let some things go. You got to be willing to make adjustments. You got to be willing to regroup, go back to the drawing board, and start over if you have to. So like, for me, it's yeah, like, that's just as simple as that.
Indeed. I want to kind of transition into hip hop today and ask your thoughts on a particular subject. Now, we seen, I don't know if you saw, but in the news today, we seen Quando Rondo and some of his crew getting the situation out. And I believe it was Los Angeles or Georgia, one of the two. Y'all drop it in the comment section if you know. He got in, it was a drive-by shooting. I guess it was intended for him from the King Von situation. His friend ended up shot. I think that he succumbed to his injuries. And we see this so much in hip hop that unfortunately it seems like such a dangerous game to where people, these brothers get to where they love and then they have to watch their back 24/7 and almost put a target on their back the second they get famous. It's so much violence and it's so perpetuated and so highlighted. This is all we see. Talk about how you feel about the current state of hip hop, the youth in hip hop, and how that kind of motivates you in doing the music and giving the message that you do.
Right. I think it's just like, like I said, I think it's just like any city. It's like, it's the good parts, it's the bad parts. It's a systemic thing. Um, it's like how we're raised, the music that we grow up listening to, the influences that we have, coming from the poverty, or wherever it may be. It doesn't even have to be poverty, but coming from where we're coming from, the music we listen to is a big influence in, how we grow up, because we're listening to it all the time, no matter what the aspect may be, no matter where you're at. We got music playing everywhere. So for me, it's about, like, people can talk about, oh well, I'm tired of seeing my family getting shot. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. But we do the same things over and over again. You know, we go through life, we go through motion day by day. You know, we go through life day by day, and we just go through the motions. So I got tired of going through the motions, you know, and I know the scale that the music can be at, and how it can touch people, you know, in different communities as well.
Very powerful.
So for me, yeah. So for me, like reflecting on that whole situation, like I said, it's systemic, man. Nothing's gonna change unless we do some changing.
Indeed, and very well put. And you hear the brother speak, Quando Rondo, and he's part of this lifestyle, and he's trying to hold a strong persona. But hearing the pain in that young man's voice, and hearing the way he shouted out, losing somebody, man, it was just it's tough to deal with. Hopefully, we can kind of remedy the situation and not only find peace within ourselves, but stop having the nonsense so promoted and having the youth think that this is the way that we need to kind of do music, because it's not. And it's a very unfortunate situation. But on a positive note, I want to talk about your music. You know what I'm saying? You got a dope video out right now called The Disco. It's doing very well on your YouTube platform. We're going to play it for the people right now. So if you don't mind, my brother, won't you give a little introduction to the video, and we're going to rock it out.
I bet. So this is my single that's out now on all streaming platforms. It's called Disco Fever, Can't Leave the Disco, and it's featuring Malik Yusuf, 8-time Grammy winner. Let's go.
Indeed. Hit that like button when you're done with this interview. Go ahead and go to my man Trig The Optimus YouTube page, subscribe, watch the video, share the video. But you already know the vibes. Let's work.
Let's get it.
I'm in it, I can't leave the disco. I'm in it, I can't leave the disco.
Get closer. Cha-cha.
On another level, switch out the bezel. Thought about a nightcap that could go forever. Never been complacent ever. Night shift like a sidekick. Let's see how red my eyes get. Party to the night and lightning. Enticing.
We just trying to get down. Get down.
We hit the dance floor without any care. Lord knows you can't take us anywhere. We finna ball like we ain't got any hair. It's a party over here when we there. Gain in the truth, they won't dare. Came to see the bright lights in the air. I'm in it, can't leave the disco. Hey DJ, hard to disco. Only wanna make them a disco. You just like the knock from the disco. It's play but not like a disco. My page is not San Francisco. I'm in it, I can't leave the disco. I'm in it, I can't leave the disco.
What happened when you focus, you compete on your own. Bad one with me, but I'm complete on my own. Watch how I rock the leather. I never block the weather. This ice a trophy from defeating the storm. I knew I was on right before I saw them numbers form. Calculations say we overdrawn.
We disco ball.
Take over, get closer. The bus stop all over the globe. Can't take us anywhere cause we don't know how to act.
Matter of fact,
We taking up the space in the front.
in the back.
On another level, switch out the bezel. Thought about a nightcap that could go forever. Never been complacent ever. Night shift like a sidekick. Let's see how red my eyes get. Party to the night and lightning. Enticing.
We just trying to get down. Get down. Get down. Come on.
I'm in it, can't leave the disco. Hey DJ, hard to disco. Only wanna make them a disco. You just like the knock from the disco. It's bad but not like a disco. My page is not San Francisco. I'm in it, I can't leave the disco. I'm in it, I can't leave the disco. Bass vibrate through your bones and your muscle. Got it out the mud, yeah, I had to do the hustle. Never be the other way. And it'll never be the other way unless I do the moonwalk. This bump like a whole bunch of goon talk. I'm in it, can't leave the disco. Hey DJ, hard to disco. Only wanna make them a disco. You just like the knock from the disco. It's bad but not like a disco. My page is not San Francisco. I'm in it, I can't disco. I'm in it, I can't leave the disco. I'm in it, I can't leave the disco.
Security! Security, open up! I know you're in there.
That was the disco by my brother Trig the Optimus, man. Hold on, let me stop this shit real quick. All right, there we go. Talk about the record, man. Dope record, dope ass vibe, dope ass video layout. Talk about the whole thing, man. Talk about how you created the record. Talk about the motivation behind the video, the whole layout, man. Let us know.
With Malik Yusuf in Miami, we recorded it in Meridian Gates in Miami with Leroy Romans. We were in the studio. Through the artist development, Leroy had me pick 10 of my most influential songs of all time, and that's kind of how we came up with the sound that I was going to rock with. That's kind of how we came up with the sound. He came up, he took the 10 songs and heard what I liked, and he was like, all right, well, this is the kind of the beats that we're gonna rock to, because this is you know. And we agreed on that. And Malik, I had set up a session with him through my manager. Set up a session with him. I was in Malik's. Let me rewind a little bit. I was in Malik's writing camp for about 1.5 years.
Okay.
Before I set up a session with him to come help. He was supposed to just help me write a song. He was just supposed to help me write a song. He wasn't supposed to be on it. But then we just clicked. I met him. We just chopped it up. We were going through the catalog of my 10 influential songs. He heard my album. He was like, oh man, he was rocking with it. And then when it came to write our track, it literally just happened so quick. I can't even really tell you. It was literally 45 minutes. We were done.
Wow. Now, what motivated you to make that the video? Because obviously the vibe is dope. It's a bouncy joint. You know what I mean? It's radio ready. There's a lot of elements on why you would make it a single, but why out of the 10 or whatever, how many songs you had to choose from, why was that the one to focus on for a video and the layout? And I don't know if that's your single or not, so pardon me if it's not.
No, it is.
Okay, cool. So talk about that. Why was that the motivation behind the single?
Yeah, it was just the energy. It just it's just the energy that I wanted to bring. I wanted to start off with a bang. I wanted to, as Leroy's, man, he's legendary. I respect his work. I respect all Malik's work. So it was man, we're gonna bring the Giants out. We're gonna bring the Giants out on this one, and we're gonna let them know what's up.
Very well done, man. Salute to you. Definitely go check out that video, The Disco, on Trig the Optimus. You see it spelled out right there, Trig the Optimus, on his YouTube platform right now. Go show this brother some love, subscribe, and invest in his brand, because he's obviously taking it serious. You guys hear the music, you see the layout, you're hearing this message, man, and we definitely want to show some support right now. So what's next for you, brother? I said I heard you say you had an album out. Is that album out now? Is that in the process of happening? Talk about the album. Let us know.
For sure. Yeah, the album's on the way. I'm gonna drop 2 more singles before I drop the album. I got a single I'm dropping September 2nd. It's called Want It All. And the producer on that, I got Bots. Producing on that. Bots created the beat, and I got Leroy Romans also put some of his work on the production. So that's another hitter. I sent that one to you too. You were running it a little bit, but that's next. That's called Want It All. September 2nd. We're gonna run that one up, and then I'm gonna drop another single. It's called Right Now, and that's gonna be a couple weeks after. And then we're gonna drop the album. And then currently we're looking at shows. We're in contact with a couple different venues. We're looking at shows. We're getting stuff together to put together a college tour in the fall. So we're definitely making moves, always connecting, always spreading good energy, and building relationships. For sure.
Indeed, man. Shout out to D Bots, a good brother who is the host and creator of The Cookout. the place of the event that you and I had the pleasure of meeting and linking up. We didn't get to talk too much. It was a lot going on. There was a lot of smoke in the air. I'm glad we got the vibe now. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I'm not going to hold you too much longer, brother. We definitely appreciate your time here at Viral Hip Hop News, and definitely appreciate the music and the message. Like you said, Want It All, the next single that's dropping September 2nd, we got to play during the intro. We'll play that while we get up out of here, and we look forward to the video dropping for that as well. But real important question, man. Probably the most important question I'm going to ask you all night. Who's your football team, bro? Because you're from Pennsylvania.
Man, I'm a Cowboys fan, big dog.
How the fuck did that happen?
I'm a Cowboys fan, big dog, man. Look.
How you inherit? Let's see. Look, I thought that I was bad because I'm a Commanders fan. Also known as WFT, also known as the Skins, right? And I'm in South Jersey, so I hear it all fucking kind of ways.
Right.
You're in Harrisburg. You got the Steelers and the damn Birds next to you. How did you get off with the Cowboys?
Man, that's because all my homies, man, all my friends growing up, they all like either the Steelers or the Eagles or Penn State, you know. So I couldn't like none of them. I couldn't like none of them, man.
Well, you picked a winning squad when you first grew up. Now you ain't won too much since, but you know what?
So when we win one, I don't want nobody to say I'm a bandwagon.
Nah, you've been grinding, brother. That's what I'm saying. Nobody tell me I'm a goddamn bandwagon. I've been watching us suck for 20 some odd years, but
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? I appreciate your time, Trig the Optimus on Viral Hip Hop News, man. Salute to you. Can't wait to link up with you again. Like I told the people, Want It All. It's called Want It All. Yeah, the new single from Trig the Optimus is dropping September 2nd. Y'all tap in with that brother. His social media handles, his YouTube, so y'all can get that video. He has another video dropping after that. Then the album's coming out, man. So before we get up out of here, brother, definitely appreciate your time. Social media handles, where they can follow you, where they can grab your music. Let the people know right now.
It's all at Trig the Optimus. Super simple. TrigTheOptimus.
And it's just,
I appreciate you too, bro.
Nah, you already know, family. Trig the Optimus on Viral Hip Hop News, man. Let's keep in contact. Keep sending me your music so I can keep sharing it, man, and showing my support. We're going to play the mute. We're going to play I Want It All before we get up out of here, man. Let's get that vibe going. Go ahead and share this video, man. Like this video. Vibe with the jump.
All right. Shout out, Bob.
Trig, appreciate you, big dog.
For sure.
I just want to go.
Off the Marriott codes too, man. Let me know where y'all watching and listening. Let's shout y'all out before we get up out of here.
Niggas time to go. I just got a gold ring. Tatted on my body. That's my own little thing. Mama don't get it. Think I'm going through pain. I just want to go. Schools to the range. I'ma get it right. His or her things. I just sent a text for the better life. This wasn't supposed to be a thing. Dedication mixed with open pain. I finessed this, so it's all the same. Who picked me up when this shot rain? It's a shame, ain't gotta say a name. To tell the truth is why I chose fame. Then the body that control rage. Spend a lot on these bar mains. I gotta shop or be pressed out. Clear a check on the guest house. I'm living life, no regrets. Now I got it from nothing. Maneuver to something. The ruler is coming. I do it, it's nothing. On the beach in the whip, same color of onion. Throw a bundle of hundreds, but they ain't part of the budget. What we even discussing? I be on the low with a boatload of tings in the polo. Eating froyo. Let me know, bro, if it's a go or it's a no-no. About that dope, yo. I just wanna go. You know what that mean? Pull up to the mall, smell the money on me. Think it's time to go, I just got a gold ring. Tatted on my body, that's my own little thing. Mama don't get it, think I'm going through pain. I just wanna go, schools to the range. I'ma get it right, his or her things. I just sent a text for the better life change. You know what that mean? Win-win, water on me. Got a different order, I mean. I just know what the order should be, and I'm making it ring. I be on it, not for pretend. I've been on it. Told them prices going up. Say it. This, that, crunk. Say it. This, that, crunk. Say it. This, that, crunk. Sitting back, minding my beat. I just told them this is part of the biz. Disguise it with them diamonds and them cars and them diamonds again. I support them if they're part of the team. This is part of the game. Make it sting, get them out of the ring. Want it all now. Decided to think. I be running straight to the bank. With some dank in my pocket and a stank. What you think? I just wanna go. You know what that mean? Pull up to the mall, smell the money on me. Think it's time to go, I just got a gold ring. Tatted on my body, that's my own little thing. Mama don't get it, think I'm going through
fire
pain.
emojis right now.
I just wanna
Just doing fire,
go,
drop some fire emojis in the comments.
I'ma get it right, his or her things. I just sent a text for the better life. Bottles and models, you know I got options. Team on the island, you know that I got it. You put a tonic,
We get it poppin', and no matter where we at, I'm living life, no regrets. Now I
Keep
got
right.
it
Thank
for
you for the
nothing.
super tip.
Maneuver
Appreciate
to
you, family.
something.
Appreciate
The
you.
ruler is coming. I do it, it's nothing. On the beach in the whip, same color of onion. Throw a bundle of hundreds, but they ain't part of the budget. No way. I just wanna go. You know what that mean? Pull up to the mall, smell the money on me. Think it's time to go, I just got a gold ring. Tatted on my body, that's my own little thing. Mama don't get it, think I'm going through pain. I just wanna go, schools to the range. I'ma get it right, here's a her things. I just sent a text, told about a life change. I just sent a text, told about a life change.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I love your versatility, brother.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We got more
I just
coming.
sent a text, told about a life change.
Definitely appreciate the versatility. If you see this brother right now, and you're listening to his music, and you just heard the disco, and then you just heard that last record, you can see that he ain't just no one-trick pony. He ain't just about to give you the dance joints. He can give you everything. You know what I'm saying? And the shit's fire, man. I appreciate you as an artist, brother. And I think the people out there listening appreciate you as well. So if you appreciate him and you dropping these fire emojis and all that shit, I hope you over there subscribing to him. I hope you over there buying his music and streaming and becoming a fan, because this is what we're supposed to do here on these platforms. And this is what my whole mission statement was, is to be a service to independent artists and entrepreneurs. We got a dope one right here in Trig The Optimus. We'll support this brother right now, man. Before we get up out of here, family, once again, drop your social media handles when they can find your music.
At Trig The Optimus, all over. Let's get it.
You already know, man. Well,
Hey,
I
we
appreciate
gonna link
you.
up, Sam, for sure.
Hell yeah, you already know, man. We got to get on a record, smoke some, burn it down. You know the vibes.
Over with. It's over
You know
with.
the vibes, man. Well, I appreciate y'all, man. If you are an independent artist, if you are an entrepreneur, and you want to get here on Viral Hip Hop News and Artist Spotlight, hit me up, SamAnt at thehiphopnews.com. Once again, that is SamAnt at thehiphopnews.com to get your spot here, to talk to me, to get your music played and heard. This is what I'm here to do, man. But I appreciate you, brother. Have a safe night. Enjoy your evening. Stay blessed and keep doing this dope damn work, man.
All love.
All love. Take care.